we're going to start off with side clinch. We're working with clinches. I'm going to run through 4 types of clinches. First one is side clinch. So, it happens more for when they're starting to swing it. Here, 1. I will get in and I'll work to the side. Usually this is done on a kickboxer or someone that's not au fait with all the grappling techniques. You want your knee behind here. You want to be dragging this guy down. You want your head in, so there's no head butts. This arm's controlled, move that arm, and this elbow's controlled. His knees, do a knee. You can start picking up and moving it from there. So the only shot that he's got is that hand there. You get to the back. Okay. Getting the same grip. From here, you have a couple of things. If they try and run away, hook, take down. From a pummel, here, work to the side. Back. From here, keeping the hips low, controlling the arm, setting up, climbing up. Come in, and here. They won't stop this. At a more advanced level, we're going to be coming into the pummel drill because they will stop this. On this occasion, and if you're pummeling and they're a bit weak in their pummeling drill, side clinch. I'll now show 4 variations off the side clinch. This one, you're trying to move away from my clinch. Here, I'll go to his back, from the back. Connect the elbows tight back, so you have this grip, pulling the elbows back. Here, getting that, dropping this knee to the ground as I pull my elbow and hip down this way. Controlling the back. One more time. Underarm wrist control is always a good idea. We're going to lift when we get the back. Now, from here, a couple of things that they'll try and do is either headlock you or punch you. Go back. And he does that. Lift. We're going to work back clinch. Can be got from a couple of positions. Here, we're in fight stance, he leads his hand, lead hand, clinch. From the hip, transfer to the back. Clinching in like this, pulling the elbows in. We've got the back. If they lead with their other hand, slip, coming in, clinch. We'll lead it off the lead hand again. So he leads the lead hand, slip. As he goes to hit with the other hand, I'm moving back in time. Clinch. One hand over, pulling the elbows back, getting tight grip, pushing the head in, keeping this knee controlled. Either inside or outside of the back. We're working the wrestler's tie up. Gripping the neck, he grips the same. Keeping him tight. Common to happen because we're not going to clash heads. Your head's in tight. He wants to control my arm, I want to control his arm, so it's hard to break away. The 4 clinches that I'm teaching you are the start of MMA. You need to know the clinches. Coming in, clinch, controlling the elbow, controlling the head. Yeah. Now I'm going to to show some things that happen from this clinch, from the wrestler's tie-up. Once we've got the tie-up, we've got a lot of knees that can come in off a tie-up because it's very similar to a tie clinch. So one of the first things I do when this group's here, 2-on-1, setting up after that. Here, 2-on-1. See here, I've seen arms break from here. Shouldn't have his arms straight in any case. So as we're here, 2-on-1, coming through. Often, when we get this same clinch, the elbow is not in slightly. It's hard to see from this angle. If my elbow's in, it's very good. 2-on-1. If it's out slightly, very susceptible to a duck under. Elbows out. Do the roof, grab the waist. Sometimes you can get the back. Back down as well. Here, pushing in, up. So you get this motion on the arm. So it's easy to do this, this, this. Wrestler's tie-up. From here, strikes can happen as well. That's why they want to keep their in tight. So we're here, bump, elbow, knee, strike. So again, from this angle, bump. So we create room with that shoulder. Elbows can come in from there. Knees can come back to shooting. From here, bump, 1, 2, 3, boom. Back out to your standing. Wrestler's tie-up. Bump. Create the room. Work stuff from there. And back here. From here, we're working the bear hug takedown. Grip. Push in. So you've already got an arch on the back. Turn. So we've got all the weight in that foot. Head's going this side. Hook that leg. Drop. Take in. Just adjust slightly. Here, grip. This works well against the wall, cage as well. So as we're fighting, back into the cage. From here, we want to get the angle here. Get your head on the same side. Hook that leg, drive them down. Work to a position where you can strike uninterrupted. Bear hug takedown, onto the cage. Bring the head over, turn their spine so it's this way. Hook. Drive them down. Get in a position that you can strike effectively. Back hip drop. If you ever get the back, so back can happen, maybe off an arm drag. Pop up. Back. Keep in tight. Couple of things you want to do. Push in here. The first one that I've taught beginners is place this foot here next to theirs. This one, like you're going to trip them over. Pull the hips back, drop, come in. So without a partner, clinch here, sit, twist, mount. With a partner, put it back to here, drop this foot here, and control. This is the easiest one for people to pick up. The one I prefer goes like this. Just turn that way. Same clinch, grips. Without a partner, you're pulling your elbow and hip in a circle here. Twist, drop. One more time. And add a hip bump just onto this side. Keeping your head close, setting up for the back, or not allowing him to turn. So it's important to make him want to turn, not back onto his back, try and turn you back. Make it difficult, so he always takes a choice of turning to his stomach, which allows for chokes and hooks to go in. One of the best positions in MMA. Now, it's just straight out, your hips are right on their stomach, chest is down, makes it hard for him to strike, so he goes to strike, you've got good control, you've got good base. From here you can strike, here. Dropping in, there's lots of good ways of striking. Turning the face this way till it's uncomfortable as they turn back, here. So then we're here, strikes to the body. Next, you slide one knee up. This exposes them to arm bars, figure fours, and many attacks. 2 feet up makes it difficult for them to get out of this. So you pick your shots from here. Another stable mount, not as good for striking, skydive. Call this one skydive. You've got this hooked in, you've got great base, so when he goes to chuck you off, to the side, really roll. Makes it nearly impossible for him to bridge these hooks too. So for a short time, this can be very useful. And also this, where you hit to the head, body, foot, head. You alternate between these. Pushing the head. From this position you can strike. So you've got high, you've got variations, where you've got them locked in numerous ways. Just here, just bracing, right out, controlling, where you can strike. And it sets up well for armbar, which is one of our finishes. From here, we have armbar, reach across, hook, armbar. Another finish that we use when we strike like this, so they defend, come through, set up for figure four. Commonly enough as well, once we start striking, people will choose to turn. Here, as they turn, slide the hooks in. You need your hips, and this is a mistake I see a lot of times. People are here, that the guy lifts his hips, stands up, and they come off the front here. You see this at high level competition. When you're here, you want your hips right at their belt level. So from here, again, you can break them down and skydive, because this will allow good striking to the body and the head. This choke, when they've got their chin dropped, people try and sneak their hand in here. You attack the face itself to allow your choke to come in. And the choke's done where they can't reach back and grab your fingers. So you're hiding it with your head, and this one's hidden as well. So the choke is one of the finishes. 3 finishes that I teach. 3 finishes are back choke, figure four, and armbar. This is raw basics. One of the intermediate positions from mount to back is what I term side mount. So as we're striking someone here, we're going to come across, grip it through here, and then you've got the body, head. It's very difficult for him to turn back onto his back, because your chest should be here. As they do, they'll eat that, so they'll choose the other way. So again, that helps you turn that way. Cupping the elbow just as he's turning here, getting your hips down near here, also make it very difficult for them. This sort of thing on their face allows this choke to go in, and again, As we lock this in, you're hiding your hand. So when they're reaching up, not only is it difficult to reach up, if they do, there's no fingers to tear the grip away for the back choke. Side control. We're going to go straight into that. Get that way. We've got under here, driving the shoulder in here. Many of the guys hit quite strongly like this. Bang, with that shoulder. Again, it just disrupts. You can see a knockout from it. Using this shoulder as well. So your shoulders are working. You've got to protect against the guard, this knee here, driving through. If you back off, they may choose to strike with this hand. That's the last thing that they're going to do. You're locked in. You can start to apply a head arm choke from here if you jump either back to mount or to the other side. So again from here. A little bit more sophisticated side control is trapping this arm, getting your head through here. As they escape this arm, the other foot's ready for good attacks, good strikes, hammer fist, good lockups, finishes from here. Good side control. Head arm control has been used effectively from a few of my guys. So we've got a head and arm is controlled. From here, it's good because you can fit in some submissions from here. Striking is also effective to usually not knockout style, but effective enough. And there's a variety of attacks that can happen. And if they do use their other hand, again, it's not that hard to lock up and still attack. From this position again, as they start to escape to your back, you better be ready to transfer back to mount. Okay, that concludes our ground controls and finishes. You need your basic MMA fight stance. The MMA fight stance is slightly wider than your normal Thai boxing stance, such as off the back leg here. The MMA stance, you've got to be able to sprawl. So as you're here, you want this leg, so you're always ready to sprawl. So from there, just as normal, jab, cross. Your cross itself should come straight down the line. Your elbow driving behind your knuckles. Back here. 1, 2, 3. Your hook at long range can be here, nearly like a jab. Circles right in to in tight. Same with the uppercut. The uppercut can come from a long way away as well as in tight. The jabs usually governed by your legs here. Not that many times you punch down, usually driving from the body here. So you've got jab, cross, hook at all angles, upcuts, and just lead your weaving. So hook, weaves, other hand, weaves. Weaves is important as well and different to some of the boxing weaves. As he weaves here, we don't weave from our hips for obvious reasons. You can't shoot, there's one reason. You're going to get kneed and kicked in the head. So when you do weave, use your legs to allow you to come in to shoot. And it'll allow you to hit effectively. The other hand. Coming in. Then you need your defensive skills, where he leads his lead hand, you've slipped. He leads his rear hand, slip. Just a jab cross, 1, 2, just parrying it off. That's right. Always, these guys should lead it straight at you, 1, 2, so you're working. Covering, hook, cover, hook, weave. You've also got your round kick in and your switch kick. here, front kick off the rear leg, and front kick off the front leg. Understanding footwork as he comes. So footwork, forward, basic forward and backward motion, then up the pivot, both sides, kicking the hands up. So you've got your footwork going, working forward, back, cutting angles, side and side. Once that's down, you've got your raw basics down.